So I'm cooking bacon in a pan, and I was like, I need butter. I'm gonna make some sourdough toast. And so I get the butter out of the fridge. It's too fucking hard to spread on the bread, right? So the bacon's almost done. I go, cool. I'm gonna melt this butter just a little bit, just like 10 seconds in the microwave, just soften it up so I could slap it onto the bread. So I put it in there and I hit 30, because that instant 30 button.
Yep.
I was like, I'll just pull it at 10. So I hit 30 and I go to toss something into the sink and I break a wine glass like an asshole. I was like, fuck. So I go over and I start picking up all the broken glass out of the sink. And then the fucking buzzer on the microwave goes off. I'm like, shit, I melted all the butter. So I go back to the butter and the butter's all liquefied now and it's hot. And I'm like, fuck, shit. And so I set it down. When I set it down, it fucking spilt, like it splashed up and spilt all over the place. I was like, shit. So I get someone to start wiping that down. And then the bacon's fucking burnt to shit because I forgot to pull the bacon off. I was like, oh no. So I take all the bacon out. And then, yeah, dude, it just sucked. And then, like, I try to cool the pan off before I put, like, I was going to finish the egg real quick, throw it on the toast, blah, blah. Anyway, the pan was too hot, burnt the butter real bad. Egg went everywhere. And the second egg was like half a shell was in there. And I was like, I suck at everything in life. And when I finally got it plated, it was really gross. And I only ate a couple bites of everything. And I was like, I'll have a string cheese, I guess. Because
that's a good substitute.
Yeah, because fuck my life. It was real dumb.
That's why you got to get one of those griddles, man, where you can cook all of it on one thing.
Yeah, but it was just... Usually my setup is not that difficult because it's bacon, eggs, and toast. Like, I can handle that on most occasions.
On most occasions.
But this morning, extra dumb.
Extra dumb.
Extra dumb with a side of fuckhead.
You know what I've been doing a lot lately for breakfast?
What?
Eggies on toast.
Yeah, I was trying to do that on some sourdough.
Yeah, you get the toast and you toast it, and then you put some cheese, some bacon, and then scrambled eggs, or like I've been doing lately, an over easy type egg on top, so you get that runny yolk, and you just cut into the
toast.
No, you put it on top of the toast, and so you cut it like an open faced sandwich.
Okay, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, it's good, man.
No,
I saw some rando person do it, but with homemade French. Was it? No, not French toast. It was homemade sourdough waffles. They made waffles. They put the cheese on. They put ham slice, and then they put their over easy egg on top.
I have a buddy that I used to go to school with that almost every morning his breakfast is 2 like Eggo waffles, like the frozen ones.
Mm-hmm.
Pop in the toaster, and he has this little pan that's like the exact size of an Eggo waffle at the bottom. So he cracks 2 eggs into that, and he just cooks it through, and then plops it on the waffle, and then throws cheese on it, and like he eats a little waffle egg sandwich.
It's pretty good.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. I was gonna try the whole waffle thing with the Eggo waffles since I have some in the freezer, but I was like, aren't Eggo's waffles kind of like routinely sweet though? Don't they have a little sweetness to them in general?
I don't know.
It's been so long.
It's been so long since I've eaten a frozen waffle.
Yeah. It's been a while since I had a waffle in general, I think, but definitely a frozen one, yeah.
The Kodiak, that Kodiak brand? They make those protein waffles and pancakes.
Yeah.
Those? They make frozen ones now.
Dang.
Like one waffle is like 12 grams of protein.
God damn.
Yeah. I'm going to get your gains, bro.
But are they any good, though? That's the thing.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. I've never had the regular one, so I can't say if the frozen ones would be any better, but that seems like a lot of protein. I just imagine
anything with extra protein in it's going to suck.
Yeah, that's probably a true statement. This Black Rifle coffee is pretty good, by the way. I'm having the Beyond Black, I think I had today. because I needed to pick me up because I am super tired.
I'm super tired. You up late?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 and got up at around 7.
Doing this?
You were fingering your hand?
Is a sign language for sex.
No, I was not doing the sex. That's you. That's you rubbing your penis finger around the finger butthole.
Whoa! No one said anything about buttholes, sir.
I mean, you made it pretty round, and you went around it like in a circle, not like an oval. There you go. There you go. You gotta flick the man with the whoa, fisting it, huh? Anyhow, no, I when I got home yesterday, I played a bunch of Animal Crossing, because that's what I do.
Addict? Because you're an addict?
I can stop whenever I want. I just don't want to. Then I watched The Black Hole, because I was recording for the podcast last night about it, and then I recorded, and then I sat in this office way too late, and then realized it's 1 o'clock, and said, maybe I should go to bed. So I went to bed, and then I, for some reason, couldn't go back to sleep after I woke up at 7, so I've been up since 7.
Not bad. I woke up at 5:30. I woke up at 5:30.
Which means you're normally late for work.
Yeah, by a lot. I've been trying really hard to get 8 hours of sleep lately since I'm back on the 4 a.m.s for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And it sucks, dude. Looking up and being like, oh, it's 8. I should probably start thinking about going to bed.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's gross. I hate it.
Oh, I guess maybe I should try to get my 8 hours of sleep. Joe's probably, if Joe were here instead of at work, or if he actually listens to this, he'd be like, yeah, that's the time you're normally supposed to go to bed.
Yeah.
No, it's not, you psychopath.
Well, if I wake up at 3 and I want 8 hours, I have to go to bed at 7.
Yeah, which is nonsense.
The sun's still up at 7, dude.
I'm getting home from work at the time you be going to bed.
Yeah.
That's some horseshit.
Dumb. And the only way it's possible, if I smoke a whole joint and do a nighttime edible, that's the only way I could pass out by 7.
That way your brain's just like, hey, remember that time?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been smoking a lot of weed and eating a lot of edibles.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, if it fucking works, it works. I should start doing that.
I'm trying to be productive at work. It's the only option. I'm doing it for my career.
You said career.
Work at a grocery store. It's a career for some people.
Yeah, it depends on what role you're in. Not your role, but
oh no.
Being 45 years old and being a fucking picker at ClickList or whatever the fuck they call it now.
Yeah.
Shopping bag or what do they fucking call it now?
Now I'm depressed about my life.
It's not ClickList anymore. What's it called?
Pickup is the technical.
Pickup. Fries pickup?
Technical term.
Speaking of technical terms, actually, before we start.
It's changed 3 times. Did you ever catch it while it was curbside?
Oh, that's right. It was curbside. I remember.
Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah. But they didn't start pushing it until it was ClickList, right? That was their big push.
ClickList was the first name. Then they changed it to curbside for a hot minute. And then they changed it to pickup. And all the signage and everything still says ClickList. They haven't given us... Well, some stuff they replaced, but a lot of things are still saying it's whatever.
All right. Well, speaking of whatever... comes naturally. We are
Mike.
I am Cody. We ain't joined by shit today because Joe's at work and Taj is air quotes at work
For the first time ever, apparently.
Yeah, I say air quotes around at work for Taj because he's actually not at work. He's at home working, and Joe's actually physically at his work. So
like a real man,
like a fucking real American. Who actually can't do what he's doing from home.
USA. USA.
Let's open and get everyone sicker. Do you hear about the beaches in California?
Businesses.
Do you hear about the beaches in California?
Last I saw is they opened them and they're like, all right, guys, be cool. It's just for walking by and not hanging out, and then 40 million people are playing beach volleyball.
Yep. And they got like a 400 something percent increase in infection.
That's what you get, California, your stupid beaches. Oh, I live by the ocean. Look at me. I'm so cool. You know what doesn't happen in Arizona? We don't get sick going to the beach in Arizona. Win one for us.
Yeah, you get sick going to a fucking drive-through at Taco Bell. Oh, that's just the food though.
USA.
Speaking of which, as of recording today, Wednesday, May 6th. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
Did you drive by any Taco Bells yesterday?
No.
Holy sheep shit.
Was it bad?
Bro, I went to go get gas.
Are attached to their Mexican food. And it's the only way to get it now.
Well, I didn't know what was going on. I knew it was Cinco de Mayo, obviously. Like, it's also Taco Tuesday, so like that was a compounding fucking problem. But apparently, Taco Bell was giving away free tacos.
Oh.
From like a certain time, like from like 5 p.m. to like 8 p.m. or something like that. I didn't look into it because I wasn't going to go to Taco Bell because I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Smart move.
But yeah, like I was like
stronger man than I am.
Yeah, I was like, I need to get gas before I go home because, well, I needed gas. I was like, might as well go to Sam's Club because the gas is cheaper than most places right now. So I went by there, and there's a Taco Bell in the corner, and I was like, what's going on? Why is there 1,000 people in this fucking drive-thru? Turns out they giving away free tacos. So, boom. Anyways, back to the actual topic. We don't actually have a topic, but Monday was May the 4th, which is routinely known as Star Wars Day.
Yeah, because it sounds like May the 4th.
Yeah, so you say May the 4th be with you. 4th. Anyhow,
genius.
Did you do anything special for May the 4th other than working? Because that's what I did.
That's all I did too.
I listened to Star Wars soundtracks.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I got an email from Disney Plus saying, "Hey, special features on The Mandalorian and the Star Wars movie is out."
And the season finale of the series finale of Clone Wars and all of the new season we're streaming, starting the 4th as well. So
I watched none of that.
Yeah, I didn't do any of it. I was like, oh, I'll do it when I get home. You know what I did when I got home?
Not that.
I played Animal Crossing for like a good 4 hours. Because that's what I do. I figured I would listen to Star Wars soundtracks like all fucking morning. So, I mean, I figured, or all day. Yeah, I got it. You know what I mean? I don't need any more. Anyhow, so that was fun. They also announced a bunch of stuff that day. The fact that they announced a couple new. Well, not actually. I think they only announced one. That Taika Waititi is going to do a Star Wars movie, writing and directing it. So that's cool. There was something else I thought too. Oh, I don't remember what it was. I think it was the big thing. I was like, oh, that's fucking dope. That'll be fun. Especially since he's co-writing it with someone. I can't remember who it was. But still, I mean, he's going to be bringing his expertise to the Star Wars universe. No mention of what it's about yet, clearly, but, you know, still pretty dope.
Everything from this point on will basically be like new characters, right?
Yeah. Yep, nothing will be. It'll be all around, and some of it will be still around the same time as the Skywalker saga, because that lasted for fucking so many years. Literally, like, almost at this point, close to 100 years, right? Because, like, it started with Anakin, it ended with, well, right now it ended with Rey. And Luke was like 70 something, and his dad was like 20 something, so almost 100 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that, and then Oh, that was the thing. They during the thing they were teasing who's involved in season 2 of The Mandalorian, and so far, Peyton Reed, the director of Ant-Man, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Ant-Man 1 and 2. Apparently he's doing something with Mandalorian, and then Robert Rodriguez has been confirmed as a director of an episode.
That episode's gonna be fucked.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be real fucking weird.
You tell Jon Favreau, hey, make sure you write one episode that's really fucking violent.
Yeah,
I'm gonna swipe in and direct that shit.
I guess
you think Danny Trejo's gonna be in that episode?
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, that'd be great.
As a fucking gnarled old fucking Mandalorian of some sort.
Nice.
Oh, here's the thing about co-writing. Who's he co-writing it with? That's not the right thing. Oh, that's right. It's the chick who wrote 1917 and Last Night in Soho. Christy Wilson Carnes, I believe is her name.
Okay.
So good pedigree. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that. That's Star Wars news. Hey, did you see this fucking shit about Stallone mouthing off about Demolition Man 2 reportedly being in the works?
No.
Yeah, dude. So apparently he was doing some press or some bullshit or something or other, and a quote hit Instagram. Oh, it was Instagram Live. That's what it was. He was doing a thing with fans, and he says, someone mentioned a Demo Man sequel, and then he said, where's the quote? He replied that it's in the works and it's looking fantastic.
Ooh.
I was like, what the fuck? Old ass fucking Stallone and old ass Snipes? I mean, I know Snipes obviously got exploded, but come on. It's Demolition Man. We can bring him back somehow, right?
We bring back any other badass from the 90s.
It's true.
He was also Frozen.
It's interesting. I was like, I don't know. Okay. But, I mean, I'm down. I'll watch it. Probably not going to be good, but I'll still watch it.
As long as Dennis Leary's in it, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And the fat guy from Beetlejuice.
Didn't he die?
I don't know. Pretty sure. Wait, in Beetlejuice or Demolition
No, in Demolition Man.
I think he got away because he was kind of like.
Oh, no, his boss died. That's right.
Yeah, like that guy.
Yeah, he got thrown into the fire.
I like people will shit on Stallone for going back to the well, but fuck it, man. Everyone else is doing remakes. Might as well just have some sequels to shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Do you saw that Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds doing a Netflix movie, right?
Yeah, with Gal Gadot.
Yeah. What the fuck is happening right now?
Red something.
Red Notice.
Red Notice.
Yeah, he posted a picture of them on set during for The Rock's birthday the other day. And he said, today is The Rock's birthday. There'll be a lot of well wishes for him. He deserves it. This year, we fulfilled a lifelong dream, shooting exactly half a film called Red Notice before being promptly shut down. Had we not spent 90% of our time laughing, we might have finished the in time. Happy birthday, Bubba. Thought that was pretty funny.
Their chemistry from Hobbs and Shaw makes me excited for anything that they do together.
Bro, I want a Hobbs and Shaw sequel so bad. A, because that movie is fun as shit. But
right?
also,
that's what Joe doesn't understand. Stupid shit can be fun if they're not taking themselves serious.
Yeah, in this one, they even tell you they're not grounding themselves in any kind of reality right away.
No.
Now they still, the one thing, and I talked to you about this. The one thing that still bothers me is the whole corkscrewing a car in midair for no reason. If you told me the Doom buggy they had hydraulics, you could hit a button and make it flip or whatever for whatever reason, I'm in.
You missed it because they went off the ramp with 2 wheels.
I know, I saw that part, but see,
That's how you explain it.
wouldn't do it because it wasn't supposed to be a ramp. It was supposed to be a broken window. They just shot
there
out.
There was also an explosion, and the force from that explosion
only affected half of it. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Concussion pushed it. Okay, you're right. Then the fact that a helicopter can be pulled to the ground with just regular ass vehicles, 3 of them not being on the ground. What?
Not just regular ass vehicles, also the Rock, sir.
Yeah, who affects gravity in different ways. Yeah. That's his superpower.
If you were that big, you'd probably have your own gravitational pull.
If I was that big, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Not even like the muscular half, just like the size he is in normal like life. I would be okay with that.
People would respect you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like now.
Yeah, where they just like, fuck this little fat
nerd. People throw
nerd.
rotten fruit at you. And you
first off, they haven't thrown rotten fruit at me for a while, mainly because they're not allowed to bring it into the store. But
also, they made you start wearing a shirt, so they think they don't think you're
jealous.
You're a fucked up zoo animal anymore.
A fucked up zoo animal? Is that what you think would happen when I have a shirt on?
Yeah, I imagine it's a disaster.
It's not pleasant.
I mean, I've seen you without a shirt, but in this scenario,
you're talking about in public, though.
Yeah, in public where the people aren't ready for it.
It's true.
People realize that your beard hair just goes all the way down.
Literally, it touches my knees.
Yeah.
It's not because it hangs that far. It's literally continuous from my chin
to your ball fro.
Yeah, it literally goes to from my face fro to my chest fro to my mid belly fro, right down to my ball fro.
And then you have this weird batch in your knee pits, which I always thought was really weird.
But only in the middle. It's like a little quarter size circular patch of hair.
Yeah, it's very brittle,
and it never gets long enough to do anything with, other than just kind of like twirling your finger.
Nah, when you're going over your evil plan.
Yeah, I always twirl my knee pit hair.
That's gross.
That is disgusting. Anyhow, back to reality here. What else? Tom Cruise didn't shoot a movie in space.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
RoboCop is now in Mortal Kombat 11. Because when I think of fast-paced action, I think RoboCop.
The new one.
He wasn't even that fast in the new one. Like, he ran. Well, he was way faster than fucking OG. He also wasn't a human puddle at one point. Speaking of RoboCop, the remake RoboCop, how disgusting is it still to watch that movie and see the part where they take all the robot parts out and you just see like the human parts left, and it's just like the heart and a lung and a brain.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, and you're like, put the metal parts back on. I don't want to see this shit. That's gross.
I haven't seen it since right after it came out on digital. I should watch it again.
You should. It's good.
Michael Keaton's in it. That's pretty cool.
Yep, the Vulture.
I don't think anybody liked it, though.
Very few people did, which is a shame because it was really good.
I remember on Twitter, after it came out, people were like, this isn't violent and Detroit's not all fucked up. It's supposed to be all fucked up and way more violent. I'm like, or just be an action movie.
Yeah. Like the reason it was set that way is because that's how like society thought Detroit was going, which isn't far off from reality apparently. But it's like that just made it that way. But like in the new ones, like there was still scum and fucking shittiness going on, right? It just it wasn't focused on the shitty fucking world of Detroit. That
RoboCop's futuristic depiction was the same futuristic depiction that any movie from back then had. You know what I mean? It looked exactly like Escape from New York, fucking Escape from LA, Escape from Montana, all the Escape movies.
I love that third one.
Yeah, it was a good one. I mean, Montana, not a lot of buildings, so like he died really quick.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we can see it. Oh,
yeah,
well, that ended weird.
Not like, but even like Blade Runner, even though Blade Runner was more like futuristic, like it still had that dark, grimy, like everything's fucked kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's weird. It's hard to remake things that people enjoy because no matter what, you're fucked. Like if you do a shot for shot remake, people are like, well, why'd you even bother doing that? And if you change it up, people are like, well, why'd you fucking change it? It was so good. You know what I mean? It's like, just because you don't like the new one doesn't ruin the old one. Like you can still go watch the old one.
Remember they made a sort of remake of it? Of Escape from New York? With Guy Pearce?
Oh, with Guy Pearce?
Yeah, Lockout. Remember that?
That was supposed to be
yeah. But they couldn't get the rights from it.
So they, instead of Snake, they called him Cobra or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's some weird fucking name. But they gave him.
I made that up. But I remember the name being like.
But they gave him a lady's name again, though. Remember? Because like Snake Plissken obviously is not his real name. So like in this one they call him Marion Snow. Yeah,
that's a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I remember thinking that the one of the bad guys was Sean Gunn, but it wasn't.
No, it was some like crazy Irish guy though, right?
Yeah. But when I watched Guardians, I was like, oh, that's that guy from, and it's not.
Joseph Gilgun is his name. Heidel, Alex's psychotic brother and fellow prisoner.
Yeah, fellow prisoner.
Yeah, bitches.
What was it called? Lockout?
Lockout, yeah. Also known as MS-1, Maximum Security. Apparently.
That also had, what was the Highlanders guys movie that had the same kind of vibe to it?
Fortress and Fortress 2?
Yeah.
Fucking love those movies. The big reveal.
In my head, they're cool.
Well, no, the first one was pretty basic. Like there was this secret prison underground that they escape from, and then they come out and it's like they're hiding in the farmhouse and then blah blah blah. Then the second one, you're like, oh, it's not a big thing. It's going to be a big old prison underground, right? No big deal. Nah, twist, motherfuckers. It's in space.
Hey, can you pause it real quick? I got someone at my door.
Yep.
And they're staying there. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
And we're back. Mike had to sign for some dude's package.
Well.
Or had to sign some dude's package. I'm not too sure which way it was going.
Man.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Isn't it weird that movie came out in 2012, though?
It's fucking strange, right? It feels newer than that. But also it doesn't feel newer than that. Feels like it should be like, oh, it's 2005. But then it's like, nah, it was like just around the corner. Nah, bro, it was 8 years ago.
Bad grasp of time. And like how long. Like I started rewatching Community again today.
Yep, you mentioned that.
And they, at one point, someone says, it's 2009. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, right? And all the phones are fucking like flip phones and shit. You're like, I realize they're community college students, but shouldn't they have iPhone? Oh, wait, no, they don't because they weren't out yet.
Nah, that's weird.
Like Jeff Winger's using a fucking BlackBerry.
Yep.
I was like, ugh, Winger, you're the worst. You're the fucking worst. Speaking of the worst and of Chris Pratt. Just kidding. Chris Pratt's doing an Amazon TV show. Yeah, that look that Mike just gave me. So it's actually in the vein of, it's actually a show called The Terminal List, based on a book by Jack Carr, who I don't know the name of, but apparently it's based on the author's best-selling action thriller of the same name, The Terminal List. He plays a former Navy SEAL whose last deployment was his entire team was ambushed and killed, and he came back to find out that it was a conspiracy and that his family was killed when he got back. and he's out for revenge. And
Ooh.
it's directed, co-written, and being produced by Antoine Fuqua, the guy who did with Chris Pratt. They did the Magnificent Seven.
Oh, okay.
So that's cool.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. So Amazon ordered a first season already. So
when are they allowed to film stuff again?
I have no idea.
It's weird that you hear about these announcements and you're like, okay.
Well, the nice thing about this is they're obviously not going to rush into it. So they have lots of time to plan and get like casting set up and things like that. But I was going to look into getting the book and seeing what it's about. I'm not always into those type of ones like that sort of I don't know how to say that. Those books, like those military war books or whatever.
Yeah.
But still fun. Because I've read a couple of the Jack Ryan books now, and they were pretty good. And I've kind of teased the idea of doing some of the Jack Reacher books, but they seem very daunting because there's 100,000 of them, and they're not in any kind of order, which blows my mind. Because how can you keep your story straight? Like, apparently there's been times where he's contradicted himself.
Oh, really?
Like, where certain things happen, like they couldn't have happened because he was doing this other thing or something. And I was like, I don't know. But, oh, look at that.
The anti-Stephen King.
Yeah, right? The Terminalist by Jack Carr. Oh, and there's multiple books in the series, too.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll give you something else to not read.
Go fuck yourself. I read shit all the time. Like just a jealous cunt.
Easy.
I said it. I'll say it again.
Jealous cunt.
Yeah. I'll say it multiple times. You a jealous ass cunt. Yeah, there's 3 books apparently in that series. So that should be fun. Add that to the old wish list to get at sometime. Book wish list. Thank you, Amazon. That way it'll remind me if it goes on sale. Ooh, Simon & Schuster Digital. What a shocker. Someone hitting your door again?
My dog's an asshole.
Oh, must be Finn.
Oh.
There's some other stuff I want to talk about too today. I don't remember what else it was though. I got distracted by you leaving.
No, sorry, man.
Just kidding. I didn't have a plan. You know that. Bright 2 apparently still happening with Louis Lederer from Incredible Hulk directing. That's interesting.
What is?
Remember Bright, the
Will
movie?
Smith flick?
Yeah, with the orcs and shit.
Yeah.
Apparently they're going forward with a sequel. And both Will Smith and Joel Edgerton are back.
Oh, okay.
But instead of David Ayer directing it, it's going to be Louis Lederer doing it instead. So that'd be interesting. Kevin Smith wants to revive Clerks, the animated series, on a streaming service. So that was pretty cool.
Like, honestly, would be the easiest fucking thing to do now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't one of the early, like, Netflix things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's gonna be ridiculous. And animation right now is so easy to get done. There's so many places to get it done.
Especially that Clerk style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's how you want it to look. Because like, for at least for like hardcore Kevin Smith fans, if like you can't really imagine that looking any other way animated, because that cartoon was really good.
Yeah.
And it got a lot of viewers too. It was just back in the day where like they were doing like 2 million plus per episode.
Yeah. Like
which is fucking ridiculous now. If someone got 2 million or 2 million viewers right now, we were like, "Oh, this is the greatest TV show ever."
Yeah, it was. I was like, well, that would be like the number one show on television.
Yeah,
easily.
And it fits for them to be cartoon characters. Just fits that world so much better, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna send you something you might not have seen that'll you get a big kick out of that no one else gets to look at.
Okay.
Well, except for obviously the fellas in the chat, but
fuck them fellas.
All right, it's back. It should be headed your way.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh shit, that's rad. I've never watched that show really, but that's dope.
That was really good, actually.
Tom Cruise shooting a space movie in space.
You see, NASA's thing was like, we need more positive publicity and to get people interested in NASA. It's like, so a movie with Tom Cruise? All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
You better not let anybody die, because then people are going to be like, fuck that job.
Yeah, right? Well, did you see the teaser trailer for Space Force?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it was yesterday or the day before, something like that. Should be interesting. Oh, and I don't know how how interested you are in seeing the New Mutants movie, the last of the Fox X-Men franchise.
Yeah.
But they released some pictures of two of the movie's villains. And one of them is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in my life.
Nice.
Which I will also send you a picture of right now. Incoming nightmare fuel.
You don't tell me. You don't tell me what gives me nightmares.
Well, guess what? I just sent you nightmare fuel, so be prepared.
Yeah.
Told you. Zoom in on that shit. That's just fucking gnarly.
His throat has a vagina in it.
It's not good. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
Yep. Yeah, like the no eyeballs thing and the teeths and like yeah, it's just unsettling. The other one's a giant demon bear, which looks pretty cool too.
Demon bear.
Demon bear. Yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. Yanni Anderson over here.
No.
No. I think that's almost everything, unless you had something else to talk about. I thought there was something else I wanted to bring up to you, and I don't remember what it was. Nope, that's not it. Loading stuff. Load.
Nice.
Oh, have you seen the trailer for Arkansas?
No, but I just saw that movie pop up on stuff, like on iTunes and shit like that.
Yeah, apparently it's fucking amazing.
Really? It's like I clicked on it and I looked at the director and I was like, I fucking recognize this name, but I don't know where from. So I clicked on his name and all these fucking movies popped up. I was like, he didn't direct all these. So I'm like looking at it. It's that fucking chubby kid with the glasses from
Yep.
Kick-Ass.
Yep.
Like, he's the director now?
Yeah, he's director, writer, and star of this one, along with
and apparently he's like really fucking good.
Yeah. Like,
that's weird.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Liam Hemsworth is in it, so baby Thor.
Yeah.
Obviously Vaughn. Clark Duke, Vince Vaughn, Vivica A. Fox. Where was the other one? Oh, Brad William Henke is in it. Like, I was like, how, what? Because I watched this trailer and I was like, this movie looks pretty cool. And then, like, just going through and watching it, I was like, or looking at this list, I was like, holy shit, like, what the fuck is happening with this movie? But yeah, it's like, apparently it's available on iTunes now, and I was like, well, I might just get it because it sounds like it might be dope.
But there's another one with Vince Vaughn and Mel Gibson, came out last year, called Dragged Across Concrete.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be fucking amazing too. Like, people love that movie. And like, it came out and it went away. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't really hear much, but if you like look it up and like look at reviews and stuff, people fucking love that movie. And
there was something big about that movie too, besides it had Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn in it. Oh, Michael Jai White was in it too.
That's dope.
Was it the director that was something big, right?
But you notice, for some reason, Vince Vaughn has been pumping out these weird little indie movies that are getting like great critical acclaim.
Yeah, he's finally acting.
I'm like, what? I haven't seen him in a movie theater in years, but even going back, he had that like prison movie a few years ago too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brawl in Cell Block 99 or whatever.
Yeah,
he was in Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, he's one of the main guys.
I saw a movie once after you told me to watch it.
Yeah, Spider-Man's like commanding officer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, forgot about that.
I remember watching the trailer for that movie and thinking, I don't want to watch this because his voice sounds so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
like I didn't understand why Andrew Garfield was doing that voice. And then like Jen really wanted to see the movie, and I was like, I'll fucking go watch the movie. Cool. And I watched it, and I was like, oh, shit, this is a really, really good movie, but that voice is fucking annoying. But, like, you get used to it after, like, 5 minutes. And then at the end of the movie, the actual guy is talking. Like, they show actual people talking.
And you're like, oh, shit.
And he sounds exactly like him. I was all like, all right, well, I guess you kind of had to do the voice.
I guess he nailed it, huh? Yeah, man, it's Oh, it was released on May 5th, so it just came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's so much about it. I was like, why is it? Because I saw the trailer a bunch of months ago. I was like, that seems cool, but it's one of those things where like it's probably not really going to be in theaters, and if it is, it's not going to be, big. Obviously, we know what happened. Nothing big has hit theaters or anything in general. But yeah, I guess it's on. It's moved to video on demand now because I saw it pop up on iTunes. Have you noticed iTunes doesn't have a pre-order section anymore?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It's fucking strange. I was like, aren't we still... And then I was like, oh no, all the movies that were going to be pre-ordered, they're all out. And anything now is like, they're just dumping it onto fucking iTunes. Oh, it's only $10 on iTunes right now to own.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, I might just do that.
I've been doing this weird like thing like in my head trying to go over like a list of actors who I want to watch like all their movies.
Yes.
But not like all movies, and not like huge name actors either. Like guys that are kind of like forgotten about or women that kind of aren't remembered that much anymore. And like I keep thinking
like Meryl Streep. No one knows who that is.
Yeah, who the fuck is Meryl Streep?
Who the fuck is this bitch? Go ahead.
But like I was thinking like John Travolta, because he got a lot of buzz with like that last indie movie he did.
One where he plays the handicapped kid who's obsessed with
Yeah,
that guy from Final Destination.
yeah. And then I was like, I should watch that. And then like I remember a couple years ago he did his version of Taken, or not Taken, John Wick, the Wrath or something like that.
Oh yeah, where he's like just a hitman,
Like
or
a
whatever.
retired hitman who has
Yeah.
to like, get back into the game. And I was like, I kind of really want to see that, but I know the disaster implications are high on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I Am Wrath. I Am Wrath. Is what
Yeah,
it's called. And I was like, fuck, kind of want to see that. And I think that one's on Netflix too. And then like we were talking about this the other night, but I want to go back and watch all the Brandon Lee movies, which I mean, not a lot, unfortunately, but
What, 5, right?
4 starring.
Yeah.
One of them's like a no name, but he also did the Kung Fu movie too, way back in the day
Yeah.
with David Carradine. Oh no, there you go.
But with John Travolta, like, is there, other than I Am Wrath, is there anything you haven't really seen?
Yeah, going back to some of his older stuff.
Oh, so it's older stuff. I thought you were talking about newer stuff.
Nah, there's some newer things, but there's some like older things that like are kind of in the zeitgeist that I never really saw, or if I did see, I don't really remember. I also want to see Gotti too, just because I heard it's like the worst movie ever.
Well, I mean, worst movie ever is a hard statement when Troll 2 exists.
Well, yeah, that's pretty fair. Like Basic.
Basic's a good movie.
Basic, like I remember it, but I couldn't really tell you all the things about it. The General's Daughter, I don't think I've ever seen.
Spoiler that he killed her.
Like look at this one. He had a movie named Mad City with fucking Dustin Hoffman.
So Dustin
Like,
Hoffman's the police chief or something?
I don't know, but like just seeing the cover, I was like, I don't have any memory of those two doing a movie together. And that was at the tail end of like Travolta's comeback fucking run, you know?
Oh no, that's the one where he's the Dustin Hoffman's a reporter.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, some of his newer ones seem interesting because I actually really like John Travolta in action movies. Like From Paris with Love was like not a great movie, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a fun action movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And like he does crazy really well. Like I enjoy crazy John Travolta.
You mean John Travolta? Haha, got
Yeah.
him.
Also, have you seen him on social media?
Burn.
He really he got to that point where he's too famous. Like he forgot how actual world works.
Oh yeah, he's
And
definitely.
I'm
there.
very interested by those people. Like him, his fucking social media is so cringe. And like the last couple Instagram posts I remember him doing is a video of him telling people to follow his son on TikTok.
Oof.
Yeah. It's bad. Garth Brooks has a really, really fucking cringy social media that is just it's rough. And then like Johnny Depp just got on the Instagram, and like that
Lord.
first video was like Jesus Christ. So I really love when people are like just too famous.
Like they've lost touch with the actual world.
Yeah, and John Travolta seems like one of those guys now, and that makes me more interested in him actually. And what's weird is because you go from that to like Nick Cage, who seemingly
Who's going to be
just,
Joe Exotic in a TV series based on the Tiger King? Yeah.
Yikes!
Yeah, bud. I was like, oh shit.
Rob Lowe is like campaigning to do Joe Exotic. You remember? Did you see any of that?
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
So I don't know. It was weird.
People are too famous.
There's a lot of them.
Do you think we're again talking about this Brandon Lee? Do you think Brandon Lee, outside of the fact that you get at least 3 Crow movies with Brandon Lee, do you think he kind of transcends and gets to that like next level of stardom if he doesn't die?
Probably, yeah.
Fuck yeah. If this podcast does anything, I want to get the word out on Rapid Fire. I think everyone should watch Rapid Fire.
Yeah, you think so?
I love that movie so much. He fights that Asian bad guy. Those all the bad guys movies from the 90s and 80s.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The one that electrocuted Mel Gibson and shot at the cops in Die Hard. And
yeah, that stunt guy who ended up having a stroke or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. And then he was in like Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double Dragon's a great one. Sorry, I almost threw up.
Did you just gag at the thought of watching Double Dragon?
I mean, I'll watch it.
Double Dragon had fucking Melrose Place guy on it. No, Party of Five.
Party of Five guy. Yep.
It had the new chairman of the Iron Chef,
who's also the Crow in the television show.
Was it a TV show or was it the third one?
The TV show.
Okay.
The third one was Edward Furlong.
For real?
Yeah, I think it was the third one, right? Hold on.
I remember Angel was like a bad guy in one of them, right?
That one with Edward Furlong, yeah.
Holy shit. That's awesome. And also, he was one of the main bad guys in John Wick 3. So you can't say he's not coming back around.
It's true.
Yeah, go watch Double Dragon.
Yeah, that's the reason to watch it.
Double Dragon, up until the last couple years, was the best video game adaptation to a movie.
Oh.
Can you argue with me?
It hurts, though.
Which one's better? Double Dragon or Max Payne?
I mean, Max Payne was terrible.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mark Dacakis, I guess his name is, right? Whatever his name is. Yeah. The dude who plays in John Wick 3 was Eric Draven in the TV program. Which they made a movie.
He like played a guitar or something like that.
Yeah.
The Crow was in a band. That's right.
It's called The Crow Stairway to Heaven. Which they did 1 season of 22 episodes. And then where is the sequels to the Crow movie? City of Angels, which is Vincent Perez. There was the third sequel. Oh, I'm sorry. Edward Furlong was in the fourth one, Wicked Prayer, along with David Boreanaz, Tara Reid, Tito Ortiz, Dennis Hopper, and Danny Trejo were all in it. Boom, what's up?
I want to see this movie now.
The third one was The Crow Salvation. That one's the one that had Kirsten Dunst in it and Eric Malboas or something.
You know Paul Dini wrote Double Dragon?
Yeah. He's very proud of that movie.
He should be.
He should be, yeah.
Look at this cast, though. Robert Patrick, fucking liquid metal guy from Terminator 2. Mark Scott Wolf. Shut up. Christina Wagner, who I don't know who that is. Alyssa Milano. That's pretty awesome. Al Leong, who's that one guy we were talking about? The bad guy in all the movies?
Yeah.
Andy Dick's in it? I don't remember that at all.
Great.
I don't know if that helps.
Not so far.
You seen News Radio, though?
Yes,
News Radio.
Yeah. He was good in, what was that one?
Employee of the Month?
No, the one where he's the dude doing the blowjob seminar.
Oh.
Old School?
That was Old School.
Old School, right? Yeah. And that's why I have a lazy eye. Jiminy Christmas, what year was Double Dragon?
94.
Oh, there it is. I was like, good Lord. Were you born yet?
Yeah.
You were at 3 or something, right?
I was born in 87, dick.
You say 97?
87.
Oh, I thought you said 97. I was like, ooh, you weren't born yet.
Oh, we can't be friends anymore.
Yeah, ooh, yikes. Yikes.
Right, real quick, check this out. I'm going off of, I hope I'm saying his name right. Al Leong.
Yeah, sure.
The Asian bad guy.
Yep.
So his first gig in TV, and I'm just gonna name off some of the ones that I know you'll recognize, is he was in an episode of The Greatest American Hero.
Ooh.
The Twilight Zone movie.
Ooh.
Episode of Knight Rider. Episode of Magnum PI. He was in the movie Protocol, which was weird because he was just a cook, not a bad guy in that one. He was in My Science Project.
Just a cook, but I mean, come on.
Yeah. Episode of the Equalizer TV show as Chinese man. So, okay, early 80s. Episode of Airwolf. Episode of Twilight Zone. 2 episodes of The Fall Guy. Oh, you remember Riptide? He was in an episode of Riptide.
Oh, gross.
2 episodes of TJ Hooker. He was uncredited in the OG Running Scared. Big Trouble in Little China. 5 episodes of the A-Team as all different characters. Range. Lethal Weapon. Still Justice, which looks fucking cool, but I have no idea what that is. Action Jackson.
Oh, man. Action Jackson.
An episode of MacGyver. Die Hard. They Live. Bill and Ted. Cage. Holy shit. Have you ever seen Cage with Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ. I forgot about that movie. I love that movie.
It was a good one.
Black Rain. That's when Michael Douglas was doing his action movie kick. Dark Angel, a.k.a. We Come in Peace, with Dolph Lundgren. Death Warrant with Van Damme. Showdown in Little Tokyo. Rapid Fire. An episode of Renegade starring Lorenzo Lamas.
Nice.
Hot Shots Part 2. Last Action Hero. Beverly Hills Cop 3. The Shadow. Double Dragon. Escape from LA. The Replacement Killers. Godzilla. Lethal Weapon 4. I forgot he came back in Lethal Weapon 4. No one was all like, hey, did Mel Gibson break your neck in the first one?
It's fine. It's his twin brother.
He was in 4 episodes of 24. He was in The Scorpion King.
Oh, gross.
The first Scorpion King, though.
Okay, the good one. Ugh.
Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan's finest work. He was in an episode of Deadwood.
First off.
I know, Slam and Salmon. Everyone knows that.
Second best. There you go.
Yeah, that was it. Hell of a career he carved out for himself.
Yeah, man.
I hope he's not dead.
No, but he had a stroke, so he can't work, right?
Well, he's got 2 upcoming projects. So.
Oh, maybe not. Okay.
I don't know. It's weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
Watch Rapid Fire. He has a great fight scene with Brandon Lee in like a laundry room under a building kind of thing, like a basement laundry room. Fucking dope.
Yeah.
If you go to iTunes and you click preview, it's just part of that fight scene. Because you know how iTunes, if it shows a preview of an old movie, they just do like a minute clip of the movie.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Not an actual preview if they don't have one. Which I want the job of making a trailer for all the movies that don't have trailers on iTunes. I think that would be my favorite. That's my dream job. If I'm being 100% honest.
To edit old movies into a trailer for iTunes and other digital mediums.
I mean, that could be iTunes exclusive if they pay enough. Whatever. I
Okay.
don't care.
I ain't
But there's
proud.
enough work, man, to keep me busy forever. I mean, how
I
fun would it be to make your own trailer for Rapid Fire?
I do love the poster for Laser Mission,
Laser Mission looks rough.
where he's double leg drop kicking a guy with an explosion going on behind him.
Uh,
Is that Ernest Borgnine
the funny old guy?
inside the crystal or the diamond? It is.
Yeah.
Now I need
I don't
to watch
remember
this
his
movie.
name, but
Ernest Borgnine. I literally just talked about him last night because he's in Black Hole.
oh, is
Yeah,
that's funny.
He plays Harry Booth, the guy who you think is gonna be the guy who saves them all, and then he ends up being a traitor's bastard who gets the ship blown up and then causes bad stuff happening. He actually did end up saving him because being cowardice and running away caused the bad guy to shoot their ship and destroy it, killing only him and stranding his teammates or shipmates on the bad guy's ship. But anyways, I digress. It's really bad when you go to a movie. No way, though. Really? Bro.
Yeah.
David Knopfler did the fucking soundtrack or the music for Laser Mission.
Did he really?
Yeah. Fucking Dire Straits himself? Hell yeah. This movie's getting watched if I haven't already seen it. Michael Gold is his character's name, by the way. It's Brandon Lee's character's name. Who would ever believe Ernest Borgnine is a professor of anything? That goofy fucking smile.
These hairy ears.
Yeah, we're gonna say remember Airwolf? Yeah, I do remember Airwolf.
And I was gonna say, remember Red? He was the record guy in Red.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, I have seen Laser Mission.
I hate you for that.
Because it was released as a movie called Soldier of Fortune.
No, that's what's his fuck? That's Mario Van Peebles movie.
No, it's right here. I was reading it. Yeah, that's why I've seen this movie. That's amazing. And I was gonna say it's really bad when you're on Wikipedia looking at this, and the only two people that are listed as cast or crew, besides Mark Knopfler, who did the music, are Brandon Lee and Ernest Borgnine. The director doesn't have a link, neither does the producer or the distribution company, which is Turner Home Entertainment, which I thought would be really weird that didn't have a link, but apparently, I don't know if it is part of the Turner Entertainment Company. Interesting. Anyhow,
go ahead.
Go watch some Brandon Lee movies if we're getting to any point in this.
Yeah, so here's his filmography, which was not much because he died very young. He was in a movie called Crime Killer, uncredited as a gangster. He was in Kung Fu the movie, which, if I'm not mistaken, is basically the second lead with David Carradine, right? He's his protege guy in that movie.
Yeah.
He was in a movie called Legacy of Rage, which I don't believe he was in a lot, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was in another small part, but I'm not 100%. And then that Laser Mission movie. And then Showdown in Little Tokyo, which is fantastic. Rapid Fire, which is fantastic. And The Crow, which is fantastic. And then, six years later, after he died, he was in a movie called Sex, Lies, and Video Violence.
Yeah, the Swedish movie.
I was confused by that, so I looked it up, and it turns out that dude, the dude who made Sex, Lies, and Video Violence, was in a marketing thing in Sweden. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as part of the marketing campaign for one of the RoboCop movies, they sent him a RoboCop suit, a RoboCop, so they could dress somebody up as RoboCop to market the movie. And so he's like, man, this thing's ridiculous. Someone should make a movie using this. And so he's like, oh, I'll make a movie. So the whole movie is a parody movie. And so when Brandon Lee came to market Rapid Fire. He was doing press for Rapid Fire. He asked him if he wanted to be in a cameo scene in the movie he was doing. So he said yes because it sounded fun and he liked the guy. And apparently he's in it for like 2 minutes and then he leaves, right? Obviously. And only shot for like an hour, like a total like setup, everything. Like they're only used them for like an hour. And then it took so long for the movie to get made that it actually wasn't even released till 2000, till like 6 years after he had started making the movie.
Jesus.
And people love that movie. Like if you go to the people who've actually watched it, say it's like a great satire movie that nobody's ever seen. But the people who have seen it are like adamant that it's really, really good. And then I guess Brandon Lee is a complete goofball in his cameo scene, and people love it. And the film's actually dedicated to Brandon Lee.
That's good.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to say, when you're talking about Kung Fu the movie, because he, in the planned television remake of it called Kung Fu the Next Generation, he played Johnny Kane. Johnny Kane. So he was going to be the David Carradine character, but in the TV version.
But that one didn't get made, right?
That one didn't get made, yeah.
Yeah, so they went on with The Legend Continues with an old Carradine.
Yep.
And his like white son, right? Or something weird like that.
Some weird shit like that, yeah. It's been forever since I've seen it. And it's not good, so.
I remember watching Kung Fu The Legend Continues, and I was always confused by the name until much, much later I realized that there was a TV show called Kung Fu.
Yeah, and then a movie called Kung
like
Fu the movie. Yeah.
Sequel to that series. I was like, oh, the name makes more sense, at least.
Yep. Anyhow, this Brandon Lee-centric episode should be coming to an end now. But if we're saying anything, you should watch 3 movies. They are Double Dragon, right?
Yeah. For Scott Wolf.
Yep, just for Scott Wolf, yeah. We said
Rapid Fire.
And
you're gonna do
Lockout, right?
Lockout.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Watch Lockout in the lens of thinking it's an escape from movie.
Yes.
Or old Kurt Russell movie.
Yeah.
And you'll enjoy it even more. Or it'll make you really pissed that they didn't just let him call him Snape.
That's a true statement as well.
Can't have an escape from movie with no Stacy Keach.
You know that dude's still alive?
Is he?
He's on a show on television my dad watches, sort of.
Something on CBS?
Man with a Plan? With the fucking Joey?
Yeah.
I think that's the show he's in.
He's like his neighbor or something, huh? I think I kind of remember that now.
Either his neighbor or his father-in-law or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, I was walking by it and I was like, isn't that the dude with the lip thing?
The hair lip? That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit.
He played Titus's dad on Titus too.
Yeah. And he was in someone else's dad in another TV show too. Doesn't matter. We won't talk about that right now.
He's in an episode of Reno 911.
Who wasn't? Besides us, obviously. Like, you know, think about that.
We should, at some point, have a conversation about the sneaky success of all the cast members of Friends.
Like how David Schwimmer's like a really big producer and director.
Yeah, and then like low key, Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc.
He's been on TV consistently for the last 15 years in a successful TV show. It's just like we don't ever hear about it because it's not in our area.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. And also, don't forget that Zac Efron played a young Matthew Perry in a movie. So how weird is that?
That's very weird, actually.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
All right, well, that's it for Comes Naturally. We are
Mike.
I am Cody. That blank space again was Joe. And as usual, you fuckers just came naturally.
Adios, amigos.